Hello everyone, my name's User and welcome back to another video. As always, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video and head on over to FM-Base for more Football Manager related content. So, we are now 16 games into the season, and as you can see we've pulled out a pretty healthy lead with 9 points separating us in first place and Crew in second place, winning 12 games out of 16, drawing 3 and losing just the one game, which was against Luton last month. Actually, Josh Wilson has moved far and away into as the top goal scorer this month. He was joint with Patio Furniture last month on 4 goals. I'm User has the highest average rating with 7.7. Rui has moved, it stays actually the top assists, but he's moved from 4 assists to 7. Hewley is still the best passer of the team, dropping 1% though, down from 90 from last season. And Josh Wilson also joins Liam as having the most man of the match awards as well with 3. Yellow cards, Sunny Remmer and Sean Taylor are joint with 3, and still just that one red card for the team, which was Hugh Willie. So taking a look at the form and stats of the players, so Liam Patterson has been the best performing player over the our last 5 games, average rating of 8, which is fantastic. Damo Hudson next up, 7.66, has been absolutely commanding centre back at the back, and then after this fantastic run of form as well, Josh Wilson up there with 7.56. Let's have a look at the goals. So yeah, Josh Wilson is leading with Paddy in second place with 7 goals, and then coming behind in third place is Sani Remen. Let's have a look who has the most assists. So Rui has the most assists. Again, Patterson coming in second place. Patio Furniture also has 3 assists, and Armiza also has 3 assists as well. So yeah, looking pretty good for the team. Let's have a look at the games we had. So we started with a good 2-0 victory against Colchester. Josh Wilson and Patio Furniture getting the goals there. Looking like they're having a bit of a competition to see who can get the golden boot for the team this year. Josh having the advantage being the striker for the team, whereas Paddy's out on the wing. But it'll be interesting to see who manages to get the most goals out of the two. So game of the month, which was against Cambridge, 4-1, we beat them. Started off going 1-0 up. They then equalised shortly after, but we took control of the rest of the game. Rui getting a goal, Josh Wilson and Paddy again, so they were still level at this point on goals. I think that was 6 apiece at this point. Next up was a 2-1 win versus who we get, Stevenage here. Again, Patio Furniture getting on the score sheet with John Warrington also getting himself a goal for the team. Next up were 2 slightly disappointing performances, 2 1-0 draws in a row against Forest Green and Chesterfield, both of them away from home, so perhaps I need to look at tweaking the tactic a little bit for away games. But Josh Wilson getting the goal in against Forest Green, and Sani Remen getting the goal against Chesterfield. And finally, last game of the month was against Mansfield at home, which was a 2-0 win. Josh Wilson getting both the goals, so moving ahead on 9 goals to be the top scorer. So looking ahead at next month, we have our first FA Cup game, which is against Nuneaton, and we got to play Accrington, Swindon, Barnet, and Exeter. So just only a few games this month. Hopefully we'll should progress through the FA Cup, and hopefully get a bigger team at home in the next game. So let's have a look at the game of the month, which was the 4-1 victory over Cambridge. So our first goal comes in as a cross from a corner from Patio Furniture. It's not dealt with very well by Cambridge, and Remen picks up the loose ball and slams it home for 1-0. Next up, Cambridge get themselves back on the score sheet not long after. A pretty poor defending from the left back and the centre back, just losing their players, and they slide it in for 1-1. Next up, we get a goal from a throw-in. Good play by Hogan down the wing, who puts it into Wilson, who puts in a fantastic cross for Rui, who's at the far post to slot home. Next up was a penalty, coolly converted by Wilson to make it 3-1 to us on the day. And finally, our final goal, played out to the wing to Sean, who puts in a great cross for O'Furniture at the far post once again, who slots home at the near post. Perhaps the keeper should have done better with that one, but no complaints from us. And a good 4-1 win. So looking into the league table in a little bit more depth and the stats going on, so we actually don't have a player in the top 3 goal scorers in the league, surprisingly. We are sharing the goals out between the players though, not often more than not often someone gets more than 1 goal in a game, even though we're having some quite high-scoring games. Top average ratings are being dominated by us, Army User, Sean Taylor, and Slabhead, the top-rated players in the league. Rui has the most assists in the league, leading Daniel Jones and Luke Berry by 1 goal. Got Liam and Josh as joint second for the most player of the matches, behind Jordan Maguire-Drew, who is at Coventry on loan from Brighton. Clean sheets, unfortunately neither of our goalkeepers are on there, but I am rotating them, so yeah, they probably aren't going to be on that list, unfortunately. A good one not to be on yellow cards, Harry Pell is currently the leader on yellow cards with 7 goals. Let's have a look, see if there are any other interesting stats on here. So you go, look, Josh is 7th place on the most goals scored. Let's have a look. Most key passes. Army User is currently top of that with 32 key passes. A good 4 ahead of 2nd place Jordan Maguire-Drew. Yeah, Rui has the most assists. Most distance covered in a game, which is interesting. None of our players on there, which yeah, not overly surprising, so I'm not getting them to close down too much. A good one for our keeper though, Nurisu Rindu has the least goals conceded against him with 7 in 12 appearances, which is yeah, pretty good. And finally, I thought I'd have a look at the international stats of the players, as a few of them are starting to get call-ups now. So yeah, Patio Furniture has the joint most caps with Hugh Willie for Latvia. Hugh also has 1 goal to his name as well already, and also yeah, goalkeeper Rundu also has 4 caps for Japan. Isteo has 3 caps for Northern Ireland. Jedi Knight is in fantastic form for Australia. He has 2 goals and 2 caps for them. Wazim Kazi is also on 2 caps, as well as Hallelujah. Chapeki, he has 1 cap as well, and he's also got a couple of youth caps as well as a youth goal. And finally, Sean Taylor has made an appearance for England, so probably the biggest team to have a call-up so far. And finally, Sani Rahman also has 1 cap for Pakistan. James Lucian has 4 youth caps, should I say, for Scotland, as well as get himself a youth goal. Ilescu also has some youth apps, 2 and scoring 1 goal for Portugal. And Epen Errol has 3 youth caps for Turkey. Another thing I thought I'd have a quick look at is the value of the players. So Sean Taylor is yeah, skyrocketing ahead so far, value of £21 million. Jedi Knight, who is in second, has a value of 17. I'm not too sure how, because he hasn't actually played all that many games yet. He's only played 5 games, 6 of them 6 sub appearances, and only getting 3 goals. He has been struggling a bit with the injuries. He's got a pulled ankle ligaments. He's been out for a little bit with that. Let's have a look at the injuries. So yeah, he was currently out for 8 days and out for another few days, so out for a couple of weeks. Next up was Damo Hudson with a value of 15, and finally Slabhead, who has a value of 13.75 million. So yeah, we're progressing well, looking good to win the league, hoping to yeah, get quite far in the FA Cup as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you next time.